This is the Suzuki Across, a brand new crossover from Suzuki. And if you don't have a lot of time, let me tell you this. It's an amazing car and definitely worth your money. But if you have a bit more time, stick around because it does have one key thing that could deter you from buying it. But overall, it is a fantastic product. And here's everything that you should know. Now, yes, Suzuki are so well known for producing high quality, reliable vehicles, and you can kind of see why everyone in South Africa tends to go for them. People want their cars. They are so fantastic. And when I say there's something that could potentially be wrong with this model, trust me, it's not anything big. It's something that I just want to make future customers aware of because overall the rest of it is fantastic. Now, although the Across is a new model to the lineup for Suzuki, it is technically a Grand Vitara, but in a sportier coupe-like SUV look. I do overall love the new design language that Suzuki was going for, and I hope that these design cues make it to their other models because I really, really do like it. I also love it in this gorgeous metallic red paint color, and yes, the price. The price is what's going to make this sell like hotcakes because this particular model starts from just 350,000 Rand for the base model 6-speed manual. And to be fair, if you get this high quality, robust, reliable vehicle for that price, it is a no-brainer. I also love the headlight design, how it just beautifully interlinks with this chrome bit against the glass black. It really does look like it has a front light bar, and I really love how aggressive the overall styling is. For it being called a hybrid though, yes, in technical terms it is, but you are really relying on the pure petrol power of this vehicle, and that's the problem. It is a bit underwhelming. However, I do understand why Suzuki chose this drivetrain. It is reliable. It'll go on forever. It will possibly outlive me. And for that reason, and the fact that you get great fuel consumption, I do understand why they fitted it to this model. But that is kind of where my love for the motor kind of stops because it, like I said, it is slightly underpowered. It has 76 kilowatts of power and it tops out at 137 Newton meters of torque. Now, for the size of this vehicle and it having hybrid technology, I have to admit, it is a bit underpowered. It doesn't feel like it's fast enough to keep up with regular traffic situations. Like if there's a gap, you want to floor it and go into that gap, it really can't perform that well. And also the fact that it does feel like it's mated to a CVT, but it's not. It's mated to a 6-speed automated transmission, and that I do like. I like that they're moving away from CVTs. But I do think they should actually release this as a sport model too, call it the Across Sport, and give it that glorious 1.4 litre turbo motor that you got in the Suzuki Swift, because that motor would pair so nicely with this setup. And I do think if this has more power, it would be the perfect all-rounder. Now, the reason I say that this would be perfect with that 1.4 litre turbo is because the handling in this vehicle is perfection. Now, I know Suzuki always spends a lot of time in the overall drive and handling of their cars, and this was really, really apparent when I actually almost got into 2 accidents on my way to a lovely weekend getaway. The thing is, there was an actual bent prop shaft in the fast lane on the highway. I had to brake hard and swerve because I couldn't see it because the car in front of me was quite a big SUV. And this thing was composed. It really darted around it. The brakes were good. The handling was sublime. So that's what I'm saying. If it has a bit more power, this is a perfect all-rounder. Now, when we move to the back, this is where most of the design changes and the new design language for Suzuki is apparent. I really love this full-length light bar. Love how it looks at night, so fabulous. And I kind of like that it's giving a bit more of that Alfa Romeo Junior vibe because it forms part of the overall shape and aerodynamics at the rear as well. It's just super cool. I really do like all of the changes and the big badging. It really works for this car. Now, yes, technically this is not a sportback, even though it does have a bit more of that aesthetic to it, and it looks a lot more modern and, I don't know, just funkier than the standard Grand Vitara. I really do like this look, and it is just a regular mid-sized SUV, but it really, really knocks it out the park in terms of the overall aesthetic. I love the black contrasting roof on this top spec model, and the standard electric tailgate on this top spec. In the Suzuki Across, you get 347 litres of boot space, But if you go for the top spec and it comes with the Infinity sound system by Harman, you get a subwoofer in the boot, meaning you get 14 litres less boot space, so it only has 333 litres. And although it's a rarity in most modern cars, you do get a full-size spare wheel, not a biscuit. You also get these gorgeous 17-inch machine-finished alloy wheels on this top-spec model. They do look glorious. On the others, you just get a standard silver wheel, but these are nice. You have plenty of sidewall that does aid in the overall comfortability of the ride. Now, yes, just remember that this is the tippy top-spec one, which makes it 115,000 Rand more than the base model that most people will be going for. But it also includes all of the niceties and extras that you really do want. So this model starts at 465,000 Rand, and here's everything that you get on the inside. Up first would be these faux leather seats with the copper stitching. It also has some perforations and some cloth bits, but just know these are ventilated, and the driver's seat's electronic. They then redesigned this whole dash, giving you some nice plush leather materials with some more copper stitching, some copper details around the air vents, this glorious brand new 10-inch infotainment display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It is super crystal clear. It does give you functionality to operate the 64 color ambient lighting in this car. You finally get a glorious new 360-degree camera system, which is super crystal clear. I really do love it. And people have been complaining about Toyota and Suzuki's camera quality. Well, not anymore. You get a proper physical gear selector, electronic parking brake. Here's the buttons for your ventilated seats with 3-speed functionality. You get physical buttons over here and a physical volume knob. I could die for that alone. It is so fantastic. You also have a nice wireless charging tray that keeps your phone nice and hidden, and 2 USB-C points down there. Oh, and a standard socket. That is so cool. You also get a luxurious and plush armrest that can slide and open. But on this top spec model, the impressive bits continue because you get a 10.25-inch full color display for your digital cluster, a nice pop-up heads-up display, which is also super crystal clear, the brand new steering wheel from Suzuki, which I do love the look of it with all the gloss black and everything. It does have adaptive cruise control. Love the leather stitched and thick and chunky steering wheel. Please put this in the Suzuki Swift next. I love that you get the physical paddle shifters here for your 6-speed automatic transmission. And I do love that there's a button for everything on this car. Just check down here all of these physical buttons to quickly turn off and on the things you want and don't want. Then you also get the Harman Infinity sound system, which is so glorious. It is nice and customizable, and it really does offer good sound. Oh, and also the massive panoramic glass sunroof that opens wider than anything I've seen before, because the back panel also moves out the way. How freaking impressive! Now let's finish off in the back, because you get premium leather and cloth materials here in the back too. You do get a fold-down armrest with cup holders and decent usable space. You also get 2 aircon vents and 2 USB-C points. That's so impressive. Oh, and some decent sized seat pockets. They really are adding seat pockets to every modern car. I love that. Oh, and yes, some decent legroom, even though the seat is pushed as far back as it can go for comfort. Here's the thing. If you can deal with the lack in performance from this vehicle, overall, it is a really robust, well-built product. It's well-kitted, well-spec'd, and decent consumption. It really is a perfect all-rounder for South Africans.